We were acquainted with Kelly Clarkson back in 2002 when she showed up on American Symbol. She won the opposition, and during the finale, she played out a two-part harmony of Does He Love You with her own godlike object, Reba McEntire. She, and as of this video, she has delivered 10 studio collections and has gotten incalculable honors for her strong vocals and perfect songwriting abilities. She is enjoying a truly incredible lifestyle in accordance with her profession, yet to the extent that her adoration life goes, all things considered, it's a hot-smelling bad dream. Why? Since Kelly overlooked every one of the warnings that were busting her right in the face. She's actually paying for it right up till now. This is a wake-up call like no other. So best pals and sibling best friends, make certain to take a few mental notes at whatever point you hear. Assuming you can't stand it when we get our karaoke on as a result of you, I'ma continue to sing in each video. However, until the end of you all, make yourself agreeable and bust open a sack of treats from mavericksnacks.com, our internet-based snack bar that has a variety of meat and bacon jerky, green apple, licorice, and spread toffee peanuts. At the point when you watch ARBG video, you realize we will give you a decent history since studies have shown that an individual's previous assumes a part by the way they work today. Furthermore, however much Kelly attempted to produce an alternate way from the one that was introduced to her during her experience growing up, she eventually fell directly into similar hurtful generational examples. Kelly was brought into the world in Stronghold, Worth, Texas, on April 24, 1982. As the most youthful of 3 kids at 6 years old, her folks separated. Her sister lived with her auntie. Her sibling remained with her father, and Kelly grew up with her mother. In a meeting, Kelly said her father cut off all correspondence with her and her mother. Following the separation, she attempted to connect with him a few times consistently. However, he would continuously dismiss her. She called her relationship with her dad poisonous and contemplated whether he was even fit for affection. In the long run, she needed to figure out how to leave. She said on the off chance that somebody presents such a destructive climate and simply continues to hurt you, and regardless of whether they're it coincidentally and they know worse, you ought to not have that individual in your life. Her relationship with her father, or deficiency in that department, enlivened her to compose the 2004 melody As a Result of You. The verses are a direct result of you. I attempt my hardest just to fail to remember everything. As a result of you. I don't have the foggiest idea how to let any other person in as a result of you. I'm embarrassed about my life since it's unfilled. As a result of you, though it pains me to mention it, Kelly told the Mirror. Her father got remarried and had 2 children with his subsequent spouse. Kelly's mom remarried yet wound up separating from her subsequent spouse. Kelly pinned her parents' bombed sentiments on her powerlessness to have strong connections. She dated her American Symbol rival, Justin Guarini, Graham Colton of the Graham Colton Band, and Ryan Key of Yellowcard. Be that as it may, something was absent in those connections. She later told Individuals magazine that she never felt physically drawn to anybody, and for quite a while, she began to accept that perhaps she was a biogenetic. In 2006, she was at the foundation of Bluegrass Music Grants, where she was performing close by Scalawag Flat. Blackguard Flats visit Chief Brandon Blackstock strolled past her, and it was whenever Kelly first felt her body shiver. She told Individuals magazine, I was like prepared to take everything off. The fact that in my entire life causes I'd to never turned on like. I was like, gracious, that is the inclination. They were discussing that. Also holding on to breathe out. They didn't actually trade single word. What's more, Brandon was a lot of hitched at that point. Quick forward 6 years after the fact to 2012. Kelly's then supervisor, Narvel Blackstock, was hitched to Kelly's godlike object, Reba McEntire. Nerval Blackstock told her that his child was getting separated. What's more, that's right, his child was Brandon. Obviously, she and Brandon at last got to meet at that year's Super Bowl, where she was booked to play out the public song of praise with her old buddy, Blake Shelton, whom Brandon was overseeing at that point. Kelly told Individuals magazine that she felt a great deal of strain since she would have rather not sucked in front of the man she was attempting to dazzle. Her exhibition was astonishing, and later on, the dad of two came dependent upon her and referenced they were from a similar old neighborhood. The liquor was streaming by that point. So Kelly told him, "Goodness, we're still getting hitched." Brandon saw a sucker and licked it. Gracious. Simply joking. Kind of. Kelly told Ryan Seacrest they were taking things slow and partaking in one another. The past, including the death of her folks' relationship, was as yet a prevailing idea to her. In any case, Kelly was moving toward things according to a positive perspective. She expressed, "I'm from a group of broken relationships, yet we will break that pattern one day. I'm totally overwhelmed with passion for him." That's what he knows. They got taken part in December 2012, and she was glad to parade her canary yellow precious stone wedding band. In a meeting with Individuals magazine, she conceded that her joy was demolishing her melodic imagination. However, she was eager to be Mrs. Blackstock, and Reba was happy to invite her into the family. Reba advised ET Online to have my mate as my girl in regulation. Who could want more? Goodness, everything was so great, isn't that so? Better believe it. No. Kelly and Brandon got hitched in October 2013. After a month, she declared they were expecting their most memorable kid together in December 2013, following 2 months of being a couple. A lady told a site called The Messy that she was having a profound illicit relationship with Brandon by means of instant message. One more lady approached and asserted she and Brandon thumped boots at a get-together for The Voice where Brandon was there, spending time with his then-client, Blake Shelton. A source near Brandon's ex told a media source that Brandon had a long history of infidelity. Got him. Thinking back on the downfall of her marriage, she told Individuals magazine she regretted absolutely nothing. Nonetheless, she understands that she missed a ton of caution signs. She then kidded that she could try and call her next collection, Warning Gatherer. Did we miss any warnings? Also, Kelly and Brandon's relationship? Tell us down underneath.